there. Hi everybody. Welcome to my Periscope this morning. Okay, here we go. All right, my name's AndreaTabler, and if you're here live, I'm grateful. And if you catch this on the replay, that's awful. That's awesome too. My name's AndreaTabler. I'm with TablerPartyOf2.com. And I'm a lifestyle blogger and a business builder, and I'm just sitting out here on my patio today on a short little scope because it is a beautiful day here in the California desert. And hi there, again, I'm AndreaTabler with TablerPartyOf2.com. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. It's morning here. This is just going to be a quick scope. Oh, hi, Denise. Thanks for sharing your name. Where are you located, Denise? In Medora. Same to you. Y'all tell me where you are today. This is just going to be a quick Periscope to share with you 4 ways to learn and discover whether or not you are living life according to your passion, your purpose, your priorities. Denise, I see you're in Chicago. I'll be flying out there in just a few weeks to head to Indiana. Anyway, so glad that you are here, and if you know anyone that you think would really enjoy this topic, I'd love for you to share. Yes, Denise, really, I'm actually going to a high school reunion in Indiana. A lot of my friends are in Chicago, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm booking my plane tickets today. Hey, Denise, thanks for inviting your followers. So if you are a woman in business for herself, I would love if you would give me or type in a 1. And Denise, I'm going to Culver, Indiana. Yeah, northeast Indiana, where I graduated from high school 35 years ago. Hard to believe. Okay, so by the way, anytime you like anything I'm saying, I'd love if you would tap the screen and offer some hearts this way, and that's the way I'll know if what I'm saying is helpful to you. And if you have a question along the way, please feel free to ask away. So we are going to get started right now. I shared last week 3 different ways to know if you're living your life according to your purpose one day, and then another day I shared another 3 ways you can know. And today I'm sharing my last 4 ways that for me in my life, I was able to look at, just step back, take a good look at my life and determine whether or not I was really living with intention and living with passion, priority. You already know you're not. Okay, well, I'm here to help you with that. I have some ideas for you. All right, so one of those ways would be if you are working in a job that completely depletes you of all energy or for which you have no passion. Whenever I stepped back to look at my own life, I was thankful that that was not the case. I actually am very passionate about what I do. I love serving others in business. I enjoy helping bloggers and entrepreneurs monetize their online website, and so I have a lot of passion about that. For me personally, though, I was doing it in such a way that was depleting me of energy because I was ending each week and really ending each day wondering if I got done all the things I really needed to accomplish to be living the life I want to live, and the answer really was no. So if you are in, whether you're self-employed or you're in a 9-to-5 and you just find yourself continually depleted of energy, or you just think, oh, I'm just going through the motions, I don't have passion for this, that is a sign, it's a biggie, that you are not living out a life that's reflecting your personal passions and priorities. Okay, number 2 for today. You feel like you've had a calling, whether it's a calling from God or whether it's just a dream you have in your heart and you are not pursuing it. You're not even taking baby steps towards it. It's almost like it seems too far away to touch and you aren't really doing anything to get there. Then that's another big sign. You are not living life and according to your values, your priorities, and your passion. So if you've got a dream, you've got a calling, then even if you just take 3 little bitty steps every single day, you're moving towards that purpose. and that's going to make a huge difference in your life. If you're not doing that, that's a big red flag. Red flag number 2. And the third way today I want to share is that you perhaps feel confident in certain areas of your life, but there are other areas of your life that are equally important to you that you don't feel like you're focusing on, and you're just sort of letting them go. I saw someone just asked a question. I totally missed it. I apologize. If you could type it in again, I'll pause and look at it. Sorry about that. So if you are very confident and successful in one area of life, but you also know that you are not living according to your overall purposes and passions in life, then that is indeed another sign that you need to redefine what it is you're all about. Redefine what it is you're doing and how you can take steps to get to what it is that is your heart's desire. And it's great to be successful and confident in an area of your life, but if that area of life doesn't completely satisfy your heart, if it just leaves you wanting more at the end of the day, then you might need to make some adjustments. Okay. Step number 4 today, if you frequently ponder if you're in a never-ending rat race that you can never finish or escape, that's a biggie. That's another red flag. That's sort of how I felt last fall. I had to get off Periscope. Okay, I'm looking at this. I have several passions, callings. Okay, yes, I have a lot of passions and callings too. And so I understand it is hard to narrow it down. And so what I have found is important is to make identify a goal that would help you to reach one of those passions and priorities or callings, and then take steps every day to reach that goal. Yes, you got to get laser focused. You take steps every day to reach that goal, and then you start working on another goal if you have 3 or 4. I had to get laser focused myself. For me, it meant getting off of Periscope. I was on Periscope every day. I actually had a lot of people hanging out with me and listening to my Periscopes, and I just jumped back on last week, and now I'm building my following again because I wasn't consistent, and that's not good. However, I don't regret the decision I made. I had to be laser focused on what I was doing, where I was spending my time, why I was feeling unfulfilled at the end of each week, like I was just in that never-ending rat race, and there was no end in sight. So for me, I knew I would have to build my following back up again one day, but I was okay with that because I wanted to go for it, for what really mattered in my life. And so I had to pare away lots of things I was doing on a weekly and daily basis. And you might have to do that too, Denise and Medora and anyone else watching on the replay. And it's hard to do. I didn't want to give up my daily scopes. Yeah, it is important to realize it's a process. So another thing I personally had to do starting in January, well, I'm a lifestyle blogger, as I mentioned, and I had to stop blogging as much as I was used to doing it. I realized I was never going to accomplish some of the things that were really important to me this past winter, just in the last couple of months, if I kept up the blogging schedule I had. And I was willing to post less often, knowing that my page views would go down, and I just had trust that, hi there, Patriot73, I had to just trust that my business was built on a firm foundation that could withstand me not blogging as many times in a given week, and it's fine. I don't regret the decision. So just to recap, okay, that's what I'm all about, Denise, is helping online businesses and bloggers to monetize their blog, and I'm going to be speaking to that topic quite a bit in the coming days and weeks. So please stay tuned and definitely follow me on Periscope, because that is where I'm heading next. I'm starting with the premise that we need to figure out once and for all what our passion and priority is. I'm building that framework before we move into starting a blog and monetizing a blog. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned. Okay, so to recap, 4 final ways to know whether or not you are living a life of your passions and your purposes. Number 1, if you're working in a job or self-employed, no matter whether it's 9 to 5 or you make your own hours, but you are depleted of energy and you do not have any passion for what you're doing, That's red flag number 1, that you may not be living out your passions, priorities, and purpose. Number 2, if you are not pursuing a dream or a calling that's in your heart because you are afraid you won't succeed, that's another big red flag. If you've got a dream, a calling in your heart, you've got to go for it. And even if you just take baby steps towards it, you're moving forward, and that's a good thing, and that's what you've got to do. You can't let fear paralyze you. You have to move forward. Okay, number 3, you may feel confident in one area of your life and very successful. However, there's other areas of your life that are very important to you that you feel like you are not succeeding in at all. Well, that means you're going to have to shift your focus a little bit, and that's part of living an intentional life. And number 4, if you feel like continually at the end of the day or the end of the week that you're just in a rat race that is just never going to end, that's a big sign right there. Life and work can be exhausting if you're just in a rat race. It's not fulfilling, and I'm all about living the fulfilling life, and that's what I'm doing. So again, my name's AndreaTabler. You can find me at tablerpartyof2.com. I'm a lifestyle blogger, and I'm a business builder loving to help bloggers and entrepreneurs to monetize their business and to live with intention. Never, never, never give up. I love that, Medora. That's a good one. We can't give up. We got to move forward, even if it's just little bitty baby steps, one at a time. We're heading in the right direction. All right, if you want to learn more about how I can help you, head over to Tabler Party of 2, and that's TWO spelled out. Head over to tablerpartyof2.com. You can learn a little bit more about my background, how I've built my blog and my social media following in the past just over a year and a half or so. You can also book a time to have a consultation with me online. And you can also check out my new ebook, My Intentional Life, where I give you the tools and the skills that you need to do on a daily basis to make sure you're living a life full of intention, purpose, and passion. I thank you so much for joining me here today, and may you have a very blessed Monday. Take care.